Welcome back to another episode of the Amateurs, New York City. This is the third evolution of our show. Beats provided by Yahtzee. I'm Daryl the Great, your fucking host with the fucking most. And I'm here with Edwin Asensio, amateur photographer, resident Knicks fan, resident Giant fan, resident Met fan, suffering Mets fan.
Suffering indeed, bro.
Edwin, nothing good comes of New York sports, but I do want to ask you one thing. How do you feel about the New York New York Knicks? How do you feel about them right now? Because the NBA is coming up. All these NBA headlines are just being thrown at you on Twitter. How do you feel about your New York Knicks right now?
I'm feeling pretty fucking good about the Knicks, bro. Honestly, bro.
That's good. What do you feel good about the Knicks?
I'm feeling good with that new roster, bro. You looking at everybody on that team, a lot of people that have left, which we don't really need them, and a lot of people that came in that are willing to play for Coach Tibbs, bro. This is a solid fucking squad this year, bro. We signed Kemba Walker, Evan Fournier, we brought back D Rose, and we brought back Taj Gibson. We have RJ Barrett, a remaining guy there, and Julius Randle.
All-Star? Do you think he can replicate that All-Star season he had last year?
Absolutely, bro.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Absolutely,
Absolutely.
bro.
You don't think that the new acquisitions are going to eat into his, numbers?
The talent that Julius Randle has, it's gonna over. I wouldn't say over. It's gonna. I wouldn't say offset it, but it's gonna compensate for what they're bringing in on the roster. I think Randall's still gonna be just as great as he was last season. I don't think that's gonna be much of a fall off. I'd say. So yeah.
That's good. I'm glad that the Knicks are a playoff team. I'm glad that everybody loves the Knicks. And me personally, I've never been a Knicks fan. I could never say like 100% that I could commit to the New York Knicks. And to be honest, I'm taking my talents to LA. I'm gonna be a Lakers fan this year.
Oh
I'm gonna follow
hell
the
no.
Lakers,
Oh hell no. Hell no,
and
bro.
they got a good squad, bro. They're gonna win the chip. How you feel about that? How you feel about my NBA predictions? Who do you think is gonna win the chip?
I need to ask you a question, bro. Why
Okay,
are you going to LA, bro? Why go to the West Coast?
listen, bro. Celebrities,
Who
the
gives a
city
who gives a fuck
atmosphere,
about celebrities, bro?
dispensaries everywhere. It's kind of hard not to say no to LA, bro. So I don't like uh Russell Westbrook's sus, outfits, but hey, you know, I'm down if he's gonna fucking take us to the chip. I'm a Lakers fan this year. Um,
Is it because LeBron's on the team, bro? Keep it 100 with me, bro. Keep it, yo. Be honest, bro.
I love me some LeBron James, bro, and I always have. He's the model of being a good guy in this world where we have all these Fox celebrities just fake. I don't like fake people, bro. All these celebrities is fake. LeBron is a genuine guy, I think.
You don't think he's a snake?
I don't know. He could be.
Could be. Well, that's a whole nother story.
You know who is a snake though? Talking about snakes.
Oh my gosh,
Aside from
bro.
Kevin Durant, we're talking about Kyrie Irving being such a diva. He don't want to get vaccinated. He don't want to do nothing. How do you feel about that?
I wanted to not really bash Kyrie Irving on what he's doing, but honestly, bro, just do what you gotta do, bro. Get your team is gonna need you. That Nets team needs you on that court, bro. Kyrie Irving needs to be on the floor doing what he does best, and that's scoring and getting everybody involved and winning games. You fell short last year. The Nets fell short last year because he was injured. It's gonna be more of the same thing if he's not gonna play this year, bro. Like, just get the damn thing done, bro.
Honestly, he's being a real Kylie Irving right now, bro. He's being a
Kyrie
diva.
Irving. Wow.
Yes. And
Wow.
I feel like KD and James Harden are gonna be good, for a lot of the season, but like come playoff time, you're gonna need you. You're gonna need that extra 30 points from the starting lineup because with the way the NBA is shaped right now, it's not enough. How are you gonna beat teams like the Bucks? How are you gonna beat teams like the 76ers if Ben Simmons decides to come back?
You're missing one
Um
more team, bro. You're missing one more team.
oh, the Knicks. I forgot they're good this year. The
Holy
Knicks are
shit,
good.
man.
Oh shit. The Knicks are good.
There you go,
Um
bro. That's what
yeah,
I'm
the Knicks are
talking
good.
about, bro. And we're in
Um
that conversation this season. There shouldn't be no reason why the Knicks are not in that conversation this year.
so that's how you feel. You're telling me. You feel you're like
Oh,
you're about
100%, bro.
what
All
what's
in.
the end game for the Knicks? What do you think? How far do you think the Knicks will go?
End game for the Knicks this season is Eastern Conference Finals.
Okay. And who do you
But in
think they're gonna be facing in the Eastern Conference Finals?
Milwaukee, I don't think any other team in the Eastern Conference that's gonna put up much of a battle. I mean,
And
they're
the
the
Nets?
defending champions. The defending champions. The Nets are a question mark, bro, because of Kyrie Irving. That is, they might get bopped in the semis,
You know they got James Harden and Kevin Durant.
and that wasn't enough for them last year. And I mean, James Harden was hurt last year, so I'll give him that much. But I don't know if they're gonna have that same type of production and that type of offense and the type of team they're gonna have. Because you need your point guard, bro. Every team needs that. Your point guard, you need that point guard, bro.
Okay. Well, let's hope Kyrie does the right thing and gets vaccinated so he can be reunited with his team once again. Um, speaking of teams, New York Giants are 1-4. Um, as a Giants fan, I can't say that I'm not surprised. From the outside looking in, we're just a laughing stock. One of the biggest football markets in the sport in the United States is just a laughing stock, and it's
Really,
it's it's just so sad that we have two teams, right?
mhm.
And they both suck. They're not good. There's so many question marks. There's so many things that need to be done in order for our teams to be good again. And it's absolutely abysmal. I'm gonna talk about the Cowboys game. Daniel Jones was doing pretty all right for the most part. He had time to throw. And unfortunately, they decided to run a sweep play. I fucking hate when the Giants do these stupid plays at the goal line. They do the fuck. They did the one sweep with Evan Ingram. I was like, bro, this does not work. Stop. Uh, and then they did it with Daniel Jones, and this is what he got clapped.
That was
The
bullshit, bro.
Dallas defender, I don't know what the fuck he was doing. That was a terrible hit. And Daniel Jones, obviously the guy that he is, he's the type of guy who's like, hey, coach, like put me in. And the dude's eyeballs is in the back of his head. The man couldn't walk. He's in concussion protocol. I hope he's okay. And on top of that, our superstar running back, Saquon Barkley, rolled his ankle on the field again. And
Oh
our
man.
wide receiving core, done. This is very reminiscent of that year we had Brandon Marshall. Remember that year? And we thought it was like gonna be like the craziest New York Giants season ever, and then all of them got hurt. We had OBJ, we had Brandon Marshall. I what was the other? I forgot the other dude we had, but we had one of them, and it was like crazy. We had three crazy wide receivers. Like, oh shit, our team is about
Sterling
to be
Shep.
good.
Shep was
Oh,
on the team.
probably,
Shep was on the
but
team. Yeah.
yeah, I'm getting those type of vibes. Um, enough shitting on the Giants though. Kadarius Tony was absolutely outstanding in that game. Um, even with Mike Glennon, you could tell that they definitely, you know, did some plays for him. They call his number up constantly, all the time. 189 yards, I believe. What was it? How many receptions he had? I forgot. I just know that.
Yeah. He had a definitely had a great he had a great terrific game, 189 yards for 10 receptions.
Yeah. So we need to get him the ball. We need to get our playmakers the ball. And the way it's looking right now, we don't have many playmakers at all. Going forward, this team is abysmal.
Bro.
It's hard to talk about this team
I get
in good
emotional.
spirits.
Don't get emotional on me, bro. Dude, do not get emotional on me on the Giants. I gotta
Bro,
ask you this
5 years.
question though. I gotta ask you
Yes.
this question though. I want to ask you this question. Your favorite NFL GM, who is that?
You see, the thing is with NFL and their GMs, they're not very like out there. They don't put themselves out there.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah,
it's I mean, obviously it's an integral part of, you know,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
teams.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
I don't have a favorite. I don't think I have a favorite, to be honest with you. It's not like baseball, you're more in tune with like the GMs, like the
Yeah, yeah,
GM,
yeah, yeah. Exactly,
and
yeah.
basketball is kind of there, but like it's not like Cashman. If you're in New York, you're a Yankees fan, Cashman. He's
Yeah,
been with
yeah.
the
Cash
Yankees
has been there
forever.
for a while, yeah.
And Sandy Alderson from the Mets. Who's the GM now with the Mets?
Alderson's the GM.
Oh, he's still a
He had to
GM.
he had to take over the roles because the other guy got a DWI. Our other GM
Oh,
got a DWI.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
I thought you was gonna mention David Gettleman because that's our guy, bro. The best GM in the National Football League. I like to point out a tweet that was mentioned by the Giants 3 years ago when he had drafted Saquon Barkley. Rome wasn't building the day. It's been a few years, bro, and Rome still ain't fucking built. What's your thoughts on that, bro?
My thoughts are the Arizona Cardinals sucked for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
They are now the best team in the NFL. They are undefeated. They have not lost a game. They made it work. They figured they needed a franchise quarterback and they got one.
Mm-hmm.
And they just built the team around him. So honestly, bro, the
Yeah.
way I'm feeling, I'm about to be a Cardinals fan because they care about their fans. These New York teams and these New York markets, they feel like, there's all like, you guys are just gonna come to the games anyway. Your 9 to 5 suck. You're gonna come to us for comfort, no matter what we do, win or lose. Like, we have your loyalty. That's what these teams are built off of. Your communities are way too strong. Like there's no way that the Mets or the Yankees are gonna fail. Community's too strong.
I think you're
Right or wrong?
comparing them. No, you're not. You're not wrong. I think you're comparing what you mentioned just now to me, how the Giants and the Jets, those two fan bases, the two New York teams, technically the two New York teams, their fan base. You can compare them to the Mets, honestly. Mets fans, we're loyal. We'll stay to the last out. It could be a 12-3 game, bottom of the ninth inning. I'm not leaving City Field. So I get what you're saying with the Giants being, oh, we're just gonna be complacent. Like, we're still selling seats out. What the heck? What the fuck? It doesn't fucking matter. We're still gonna
Doesn't make
bring people to
sense.
the fucking building. Exactly. So you're comparing it to, like, I would understand, me personally being a Mets fan, I understand because we suck almost every other season. You being a Yankee fan, you have that the expectation. So they won't settle for being less, the Yankees. You obviously know that. The Giants are in that position where they're very like, we're just gonna cruise along here. The fuck, we're just gonna cruise along. We'll bring people in anyway.
But to be honest, that's what it feels like. You're just stringing us along. You're paying the money anyway. You're buying merchandise. You're buying jerseys. You're buying
They're
tickets.
selling the
You're
stadium out.
buying.
They're selling the stadiums out. MetLife
Yeah.
Field's been
So,
sold out.
hey, if I'm a businessman, why do I care? Why do I care if the team win or lose? And to make it worse, the co-owner John Mara was like, I would boo too. you know, you're the reason why the team is like this. It's a top-down thing. Everything is important. It starts with the owner. It starts with upper management. Like there is something fundamentally wrong with the New York Giants.
Mhm.
We had that great win in New Orleans, but like that's not enough. That is absolutely not enough for us right now. I don't know. The Jets do look more promising than the Giants, in my opinion. I don't know how you feel about that. I just think that Zach Wilson is that guy. And Daniel Jones has his flashes, but I'm not high on him at all. I feel like Daniel Jones is gonna be a backup quarterback in this league sooner than later.
So you're not giving the guy a shot.
We're gonna
I
give him
was
a chance.
very,
This is a shot.
I was tough on him when he got drafted. I don't think the Giants should have went that route in the draft in 2019. I was a firm believer that we could have got somebody different, Haskins, but Haskins shit the bed as well. I don't think you can go any better than Daniel Jones at the moment, bro. We can't trust Mike Glennon because Mike Glennon's a career backup quarterback. If Daniel Jones was healthy enough to continue that Cowboys game Sunday, I'm giving him a good shot to win the game or keep it competitive. But the fact that we lost everybody that Sunday game, Jones has shown flashes. That game against the Saints last week, that was a good game. That he played a great game last week. It was looking more of the same this coming week until he got hurt.
Mm-hmm.
It's not so much his fault. It's kind of everybody else. The defense isn't doing their job now. You only can do so much now. Is one thing is another thing with the Giants. It's either the offense or the fucking defense, and sometimes it's the fucking special teams. There's always something new with the squad, bro. I don't understand. I understand your frustration. I get it. I just don't understand why is it so fucking difficult to put a fucking winning product on the fucking field?
It's annoying because like we spend money and time and we're not getting any type of results. So you think, if you do one thing that you'll get the other, but the thing is it's just not at all competing.
No, it
And
doesn't work like
it's
that. No,
unfortunate. It's
it doesn't work like
unfortunate
that.
that we are in this predicament. It's unfortunate that literally every New York team decides to suck. That includes the Yankees. Me and you were watching the playoff game yesterday between the Rays and the both Red Sox.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, like it was a great game. Officiating was terrible, but that was a really great game to watch. Like even if you are a Yankee fan, like watching that game is just a lot of excitement and like it literally put me on the edge of my seat to watch that game. All the drama, the hits, everything was important. And it just sucks that the New York Yankees were not there. It sucked that I couldn't see Stanton. It sucks that I couldn't see Judge, Gary make these hits to etch them in history, forever be a legend. It sucks that I have to wait another year. It sucks that we're going fishing with the Mets, playing golf with the Mets.
I was gonna say, come join us, bro. We got space on the boat. The boat has plenty of room. We can go fishing. We can do whatever at this point. I gotta ask you a really actually how you feel about Garrett Cole in his performance at the wild card game, bro. I don't think he looked pretty fucking iffy, bro.
I got a lot to fucking say about Garrett Cole. $45 million, and you decide to fucking shit the bed in fucking 1 game World Series. Not World Series, Wild Card Series. Come on, bro.
It might have been a fucking World Series at that point, bro. He's
It
playing
was the
under
World
pressure.
Series because we lost.
It basically he was playing under the pressure. Postseason's the postseason, yeah. But go ahead.
No, you know why I'm kind of more upset? You did all that shit for the Astros, right? But you couldn't do that for us. $45 million a year, bro. I know a lot of that is tax, but you know, I'm not the type to be a pocket watcher, but if I'm giving somebody $45 million a year, you might as well just fucking have a 0 ERA with a fucking 20-0 record with fucking a 1 ERA,
He had 50 pitches on the night. I don't know if I'm your ace, bro. If I'm coming out to pitch for you guys. I'm giving all I got. I'm going out there, and it's a 1 game do or die. I don't know. 50 pitches isn't. That's unacceptable, bro. I'm sorry. I can't speak on your team because I don't know the Yankees. I don't know Garrett Cole that well. But for me as a fan watching that game, you raised a lot of fucking question marks, bro.
Listen, it is what it is. I'll be back next year. I'm always invested in the Yankees. That's my team.
No, of course.
I miss all of them. Even
Mhm,
Glaber and his errors.
mhm.
I miss Gary. I miss Garrett Cole. I miss Judge. I miss Stanton.
Before we leave this topic, boss, is Garrett Cole to blame for the loss?
I mean, you could it's easy to point fingers.
Mm.
The point is, the fact of the matter is, Alex Cora is a better manager than Aaron Boone. Do we stick with Aaron Boone? Seems like it.
Yeah, I just
Do the
don't think
Yankees
it's keeping it.
are the Yankees still gonna be obsessed with being like the Rays? You're so horny to be the Rays. Like what are you doing, bro? That's what I was saying the other day. Run your organization the
Yeah.
way you run your organization, and good things will come. Don't run it like some fucking don't run it through the nerds, bro. Like it's just not working. And you could tell that people are getting bored. And there's a great article on Bloomberg
Mhm.
describing like what MLB is doing to mitigate these boring games, these boring MLB games. The average MLB game has increased over the last 30, 50 years. The average time in that span has gone up from 2 hours and a half to 3 hours and 11 minutes.
Hmm.
So you right off the rip, the games are just getting too long. And the reason of all of this is because players are not making solid contact anymore. It's either you're hitting a home run or you're striking out, and the balls they're just not being put in play. Like I said, it's either you strike out or you fucking hit a home run, making the games longer. So MLB is basically using the Atlantic League, which is an independent league, as guinea pigs, and they're making subtle changes to the game, implementing a 61-foot mound away from the home plate.
Okay.
They're allowing players to steal first base. I don't know how that really works.
How do you steal first?
Very interesting
Yeah.
implementation. We're
Hmm.
having robot umpires, which honestly, after watching the officiating, the umpiring from the MLB, the ALDS yesterday, fuck it, bring the fucking robots in. You're fucking bringing robots in for everything anyway. Um,
That's
and yeah,
interesting.
and they basically done all this research and they realize fans like seeing more baseball stuff. And what I mean by that is just steals, triples, hits, fielding.
Hmm.
We want to
Hmm.
see that.
Hmm.
You know, we're not getting that. And the reason why they did it with the Atlantic League is because there's no player union, so they basically could just do whatever they want. Implementing the changes to the MLB would be kind of tough because there's a player union and
Hmm.
these players are very strict. I would
Yeah.
assume, and also don't forget the contract with the players and the league owners is going to expire in December. So we might not even get baseball to start the season because there's an impending lockdown looming.
I didn't. I didn't really realize that they had a CBA that they didn't.
Yeah, it's
It's a
coming up.
collective bargaining agreement, right?
Yeah, correct.
I
It's
wasn't
coming up
aware
in
of that.
December. They're gonna have to renegotiate it. And the way things are going with the state of baseball and free agency, and teams are just so reluctant to give out those $300 million, 10-year, 50-year, Bobby Bonilla type contracts. That
Yeah.
yeah, because you're obviously seeing that you're not getting the return on investment. We've seen it many times. We've seen the Alex Rodriguez's, we've seen the Albert Pujols's, we've
Hmm.
seen the Robinson Cano's.
Hmm.
You can go on and on. These contracts obviously never pan out
It's
for the
overkill.
team, so it's just like why pay you all this money when 10 years down the line I know you're not going to produce the same out
Mm.
shit. Look at Bryce Harper, he's not even producing the way he's producing. Yeah, bro, I'm paying somebody $30 million. Even from a fan perspective, do I give you $30 million? for 50 home runs a year? Because once you hit the 50 home runs, it's like whatever. I don't have to do it anymore. I did it already.
Yeah.
So it's just like, I kind of see both sides. Players want to get paid. Owners want to save money because, it's a business at the end of the day. And not to say you're going to milk our fans, but that's kind of like what the New York teams have been doing lately. That's kind of how I feel. I don't feel, that's just me in my bag.
Yeah, just let it out, bro. You're frustrated, and
I,
understandably so, bro.
I feel used for money.
I'm frustrated with you, bro. We
Yeah.
share the same this disdain. The fucking what the fuck is going on with New York sports as a whole? We're going on 10 years without a championship.
Yeah.
If that doesn't tell you what's wrong with New York sports, I don't know what will, bro. I don't.
In a city that expects to win every fucking year.
In a city that has all that money, in a city that is a bigger market as this, and you cannot produce a single championship winning team in 10 years, bro.
I'm
That'll be 10
calling
years
for
since this is got to be 10 years since the Giants won the Super Bowl. This
I know.
compare will be 10 years. It blows my mind how fast it has gone. It's crazy, man.
I'm gonna call like all my New York sports fans on a scale of 1 to 10. How fucking fed up are you with just New York sports in general, bro? It's just too much. Like we're not making any progress. It feels like these teams just don't mind being stagnant. The Yankees are just okay with being just good enough. They don't want to beat teams that are better than them. And it's the same old song and dance every year. The Mets, I don't know what the fuck happened to the Mets. You know more than I do. But like what the fuck? You make all these changes. Oh, you think, oh, new owner, we're gonna win, we're gonna make it. No, no results.
Allow me to just explain really quick what the hell went wrong with them this season. But
Hold
Steve,
on. Before
yeah,
you explain,
yeah, go ahead, go ahead. I'm sorry, yeah,
I want to preface all of this by telling
yeah,
you, Edwin, the Mets are gonna be good to start the season, right? And then they're
yeah.
gonna start imploding. And what happened, Ed? I will let you explain, but that's what happened. That's what happened to the Mets. They're good to start the year
Man,
every year, bro.
yada
And then they
yada
just
yada.
suck. No matter who is on the roster, bro. It doesn't matter. Anyways, continue.
Are you fucking done? Are you done?
Yeah.
All right. So what went wrong for the Mets this season? They started out hot in April. They started out great in May. In June, they had a little bit of a roadblock, little injuries here and there. July came around. Our ace, Jacob DeGrom, got hurt. So from there, you're looking at the rest of the rotation. And the All Star break hit. I was feeling good. I was feeling great. After the All Star break, bro, everything went downhill. The Mets, I feel like they quit on everybody, on themselves, on the borough of Queens, of
They
New
booed you,
York,
bro.
New York in general, the New York Mets fans. They were doing thumbs down. Lindor bringing a
They
guy in
booed you.
Lindor. Let's I forget to mention that we got Francisco Lindor, one of the better shortstops in the league. You can disagree with me with that or not, Daryl, but
No, I agree.
I'm sure you agree with me. Yeah, we brought in Lindor. We
Not
had
this
all
year,
this
but
aspirations, all of this anticipations for let's get a World Series ring back in spring training, and you just shit the bed in August and September. By the last week of the season, you're playing for next year. Like, oh, until next year. It was such an up and down. I can't remember a season where it was this disappointing. There's other seasons for me as a Mets fan. There's other seasons where you look at it minus 2015 and minus 16. You look at those, you take those seasons out. Every other season, bro, you're kind of expecting them to be, let's see what the fuck they do this year. Let's see what they do this year. Realistically, you're not confident on a playoff team's chances, but you always have to have optimism no matter what team you root for. Come April, you're gonna come with optimism. This season was more of a damn, like we really shit the bed this year, bro. The Mets shit the bed. They had the NL East lead for over 100 days. No team has ever finished with leading the division for plus 100 days and finish with a losing record. No team has ever done that until this year. The New York Mets managed to fucking do it. Like they always fucking manage to do out of the box fucking things. And they, and the season's been, we're down the tubes, bro. And now we're waiting for next year. I'm already counting on the days till next February, bro. We're gonna get a new GM now. Rojas got he didn't really get the boot, but they were like, "Yo, we're not gonna take your offer. We're not gonna pick up on your offer next season." So there's a lot of questions they got to answer. Their pitching did really well this year. Stroman did exceptionally well. Taiwan Walker was pretty good up until the All-Star game. I guess something got him with the All-Star game. I guess when you make the All-Star game, bro, I don't have to pitch the rest of the year well. He had a very subpar starts afterwards. McGill, we had a bunch of players come up from the minors half of the season, bro. I'm here disappointment. That's all I can say to that. The same old song and dance for the Mets.
Sorry to hear that, Ed. I'm really sorry. I'm sorry for all the fans out there sucking. Like, we suck. We are the biggest sports market in America, and we suck. That's why I'm a Lakers fan.
It doesn't gonna go out west. Fuck everything.
That's why
we're going out west, bro. That's it. We're going to LA. We're watching the Dodgers and every California team. I don't know about the Clippers though, bro, but you know.
Bro, Dodgers are good every year, bro.
The Dodgers are good every year.
Dodgers make it to the fucking NLCS every year, bro. That's all I want from the Yankees. Is that too much to ask for? Or you just got too much money? It's just like it doesn't matter. Like, fuck, bro.
Every team is like that. You want your team to make it to the NLCS. You want your team to make it to the ALDS.
Yeah, bro.
ALCS.
But the fucking Dodgers make it every fucking year.
They have the recipe for success, bro. They got talent. They got a lot of good ball players on our squad.
Okay, they got talent and they got fucking money. And you know who has those things as well? You know, it's a team that wears pinstripes. Same thing, same concept. You know what?
New York.
Did they play in New York?
They play in New York.
They play in New York. Yeah, they play in New York. And you know why the Dodgers are good? They know they have money. They know they have the facilities to do what they do, and they don't try to be any other team. Why? I just want to know why the Yankees so caught up in being the Rays. Anyways, I'm so depressed about talking about this. We're gonna move on to bozos because it makes me feel better. It makes me feel better about myself.
You're gonna put the Yankees on that list. Oh, you gotta put
no.
Bozo list.
No, he's not a bozo, bro. He's not a bozo. He's not a bozo. Next year,
I'm messing with you, bro.
All you gotta do, win a championship for me next year. Win number 28, we're good. Anyways, bozo of the week. Honestly, Ed, do you remember Gruden's Grinder on ESPN before the Monday night games?
Yes, a staple of Monday Night Football.
Yes, a great segment where John Gruden would sit down in the film room with these quarterbacks, these young quarterbacks, these experienced quarterbacks, and he would have them break down plays. And it was great. It was cool because you got to see what the quarterback was thinking on these split seconds, just taking the play, framing it, and he'd just be like, yeah, well, I threw it to my wide receiver because X, and I saw the pressure coming from here. So I decided to roll out this way, and I threw it across my body, which is an ill-advised throw, but I just did it anyway because I felt like it because I'm that good. And then Gruden would just be like, you know, all in his Gruden voice. Oh, yeah, you're really good at that. You're really good at getting out of the jam.
Let me say something, man.
That's terrible.
Pass you did right there.
Oh, yeah, that's better. That's getting better.
That's a terrible.
Getting better.
But I'm just saying, yeah. But that's how he would do it. I remember the Gruden grinder. Yeah.
The man put himself in his own grinder. So he's racist. He's a misogynist. He's a homophobe. He's literally everything cancel culture, looks for in the sheet that the cancel culture collectively gets behind.
You get the Scantron, you fill all the bubbles in.
I don't think it's a Scantron. I would say a form. And you check it off. Like, are you this? Are you that? Collectively as a group, they, I don't know who leaked these emails, But how wild you gotta be to go on the record on your work email and be the way that you are. It's one thing to be the way that you are, you know, in behind closed doors. That's fine. Usually everybody is that way behind closed doors. But to send topless photos of your coworkers, that's just very disrespectful. And honestly, he deserved um what he deserved whatever what's coming to him. He resigned as coach. I can't believe he signed a $100 million contract, and I knew off the rip he wasn't $100 million coach. But it is what it is. I don't know if you saw any of the clips from Keyshawn Johnson. He went in on John Gruden, bro, and I
I
feel like he's
heard.
gonna
I
be
did
all
hear. Yeah,
over. He's gonna
I
be
did
all
hear.
over ESPN,
Yeah.
bro, talking about John Gruden, bro. He went off. He was like, I told everybody that he was no good, bro. He was not a genuine person,
He's a
and he
fraud.
was talking. Yeah,
He called him a fraud.
but look. He had a very great point that I
Mhm.
want to take. Keystone Johnson, legendary wide receiver of the NFL, played for the Tampa Bay Bucks when they won the championship. He explained, he's like, yo, he took everything Tony Dungy built and he just rode off of that. And then every time it was like a problem, like he had a problem with me. Oh, Keyshawn is he's the type of guy that just wants the ball in his hands. That's what he tells the media. He's just, he's a big mouth superstar, blah, blah, blah. And look where we are now. He's just riding off the coach. Bro, John Gruden was never a good coach, bro. And you could obviously tell just by those stories that Keyshawn Johnson had. And I'm pretty sure he rubbed AB the wrong way too.
Yeah. I
Because
saw
why would he
that.
just leave like that?
Yeah, I saw some clip of AB talking about how Gruden was as a coach, and you can obviously tell he has certain tendencies to a person. Nobody picked up on it because nobody believed AB at the time. AB was just looked at as somebody who just was going through a lot of shit at the time.
Ain't it
Nobody believed
crazy?
it. Yeah,
Everybody's looking at AB like a bozo, but here he is.
like
He
like
told
you
it like he
crazy.
is.
Yeah, he told it how it is. Yeah, exactly. That's
And
crazy, man.
hey, business is booming for
Business is
AB.
100%.
I'm so happy for him.
Mm-hmm.
Um, not at all. And I heard some things like on social media, like, oh, we're soft for canceling him, or
Soft.
my
That's
man.
that's ridiculous, bro.
Aside from the fact that he called like the I forgot, I think he was like the president of the player association at the
He
time.
called the owner. He called Goodell. He called him
Yeah,
out.
we're not gonna say that word because we
Yeah,
we
he called
respect
him out.
all.
He did call him out.
He called Roger Goodell whatever he was, and he said he needs to go hide in his concussion tent because he doesn't like what he's doing to protect players, to protect social unity, which is absolutely disgusting. um
Honestly, bro,
I don't know how he got people to buy into what he was coaching because he wasn't good. The highlight of his coaching career is trading away his two best players on offense and defense,
Killer
and
Mac.
the speech that he had, honestly quite disgusting. I'm disgusted. We're talking about this because we're depressed New York fans, and you know, every week there's just that one bozo that just exceeds all expectations of what it is to be fucking a decent human being. What do I say? Exceed, or like
Exceeds, like, yeah, exceeds somebody that goes above and beyond to be. This is worse than a bozo. I don't think this is this is absolutely disgusting. I like just throw my 2 cents in here real quick, bro, and just say what he said about the NFL referees having referees, female refs in the league, and denouncing that, saying he doesn't want no part of that. That's come on. This
that's
league,
sad.
the NFL, you bring in innovation, you integrate. It's a beautiful thing, bro. And to have somebody say we shouldn't have female refs, like, bro, anybody could be an NFL ref,
I
no
wouldn't be
matter
an
what.
NFL rep.
It doesn't matter what gender you are, bro.
I wouldn't be
Anybody
an
could be an
NFL rep.
NFL, and you're going about and just saying, like, fuck that. I don't want that. That's right. They're right there. That's
That's
another thing.
garbage.
That's pure garbage juice, bro. Like that shit is that shit is upsetting, and I can't believe that it went on for that long, for the years from 2010 to 2018. The fact that it went on for that long, somebody got under somebody's skin to go ahead and release those because I had to go through 650,000 emails. They had to go through.
I did not know that.
Yeah, 650,000 emails. Imagine how long that takes you, bro.
You had a
In
hit
the
on
span
him,
of
bro.
8 years.
Had a hit on him.
They had to. Somebody was out to get him. Somebody was gunning for his ass, and I'm glad that it came out. And I'm fortunate enough that everybody that he singled out and called out and said a bunch of derogatory things. It's unfortunate that that had to come out because it gives the NFL a bad name. It kind of gives the NFL a
Of
bad name.
course. Goodell's
And
going to do
then-
everything to protect that shield,
No,
bro.
it doesn't protect anything at all. Roger Goodell is gonna have to figure out some fucking shit to be. You can't figure it out. There's nothing you can't figure out.
There's nothing
Adds
to
up the
figure out.
fact
He left.
you've
That's it.
You've associated yourself with somebody that has views like that. Someone has been pretty prominent in the NFL scene for over
Bro,
20 years.
But listen, the thing is, it's not that he is those things, because I'm pretty sure there's lots of people that work in the NFL that are those
Yeah.
things still.
Yeah.
And it's disappointing. However, it's just fuck. I forgot what I was gonna say.
No, go ahead, go. You're good.
I forgot what I was gonna say.
It's gonna uncover a lot of other characters, and you don't.
No, he got caught. That's what I was gonna say. He got
That's what I'm
caught.
saying, he got caught. Yeah. There's gonna be. You're hoping there's not any more instances where there are a lot more people that are
I feel like
that, but there might be that possibility that there's other
Bro,
people
who-
like that in NFL.
But who's to say that person that didn't go through those 650,000 emails
Is not a
found other incriminating emails?
But that person should be held responsible as well.
He's a whistleblower.
You're the whistleblower, but you're enabling. You're going along with it. It's like, yo, let's keep it going, bro. You can't do that shit. Whoever leaked it out, whoever the emails were sent to, which apparently was
He's doing on the work
the
email,
GM
bro.
of the Washington Redskins at the time, Washington football team at now. He was a GM. I don't forget the gentleman's name, but it's just crazy. Like it's sad, and he resigned before the freaking NFL can drop the fucking hammer on his ass because they were gonna come in. They were gunning for it. The NFL. Roger Goodell was
No tolerance for that.
no time for that shit, bro. Absolutely, bro. That's definitely not a bozo. That's worse. Definitely worse than a bozo.
Yeah, well, we don't have the term for it, so we're just gonna go with bozo. Thank you guys for listening to this episode of the Amateurs. More content coming soon. Follow us on Discord. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. We got all those things. We will be producing lots of suffering New York sports content in the future. Peace.